video, we're going to be going through this guy here. This is a whiskey sampler set. It came in different packaging before I made this for it. Packaging that it came in, wasn't a big fan of. It just didn't fit the bill. I thought they could have done a lot better. So I thought, hey, let's make something for it. And this is what we came up with. So the structure on this is Baltic birch ply. You have 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/8 inch. It's pretty durable. It's a 2-part system. You have a bottom and a top. The top comes off, and the top and the bottom are held together by neodymium magnets. On the top you have the holes where the cylinders sit in. There's rubber grommets in here to keep the wood from hitting the cylinders and scratching or potentially breaking them. Same on the bottom. You have holes cut out with rubber grommets. Now on the bottom there's also another piece that's cut out with holes in it that keeps the cylinders from sliding into each other. And then there's also felt to give a little cushion, so if you set it down hard, it's not going to be just glass on metal on wood. That's this case. Now, I want to redo it. I just want to, try something different, make it into a carrier, use the existing form. It'll change a little bit because there's going to be a leather handle that goes across from side to side across the top. Then on the sides here, the leather will be screwed in with a fancy screw with a nice head on it. And then that will go down to the bottom, which I'll be using snap buttons. So that way it'll give it the handle more security so you can carry it. That's the quickest way to do it, I think. I have a couple different ideas. One of the ideas is using a locking system that I created for this guy. Now this is another whiskey bottle carrier. For a single bottle. The locking system that I created allows you to squeeze the tabs and pull up. If you don't squeeze the tabs, it's pretty durable. So I was thinking maybe we could use this for this guy. Now, with that being said, I saw immediately a potential problem with that because now you have to take both sides, squeeze them, and lift up. It'll work, but it's kind of inconvenient for the person using it. So kind of X-nayed that one. Then the other one would be to use the lock on one side and a hinge on the other. The problem that I saw with that is that when you put a hinge on something, you're on a pivot. And with that lock, the piece sticks up, so when you pivot it, it can't close at an angle. You could put that one. So the leather handle idea is probably the best option that I have right now. And I think the leather will kind of bring more of that whiskey vibe to it, kind of give it that rich feeling, the old school kind of like Western feel to it. We'll also be using foam, the stuff that's sitting right behind me that you guys are probably like, what is that? It's foam. So I have this 2-inch foam here, and I think I'm going to put it inside the top and inside the bottom, getting rid of the grommets and that sandwich piece up top, which will eliminate a lot of material that I don't need. And it'll also give the cylinders a lot more cushion. So with the foam, it's a lot softer. Squish, squish. There'll be more security for those bottles. So that's the game plan. Right now, probably not going to work out, knowing me and my brain, but we'll adapt and overcome. That was a stupid line, but it's homeschooled. What do you expect? So let's go jump on the computer, tap, 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 and get to it.
go this far. Don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star. Don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe at home? So that I count in days until the second go. If you're gonna make a change, you have to let me know. Turn this shit around, just start to top the lows. It's all you need to do.
Alright, here she is, the updated version, well, carrier version, I guess you could say. So the structure is pretty much done. The top and the bottom aren't tacked in yet because I want to clear coat them, and I don't want the foam in there while I'm clear coating. So we're going to take the foam out, clear coat everything, put the foam back in, tack it together, and it'll be done. So the handle's next. Now, when I cut it out on the dimensions and everything that I pulled on the computer, it looked like it would work. But since this is going up one side across the top and down the other, and it's pretty much the max that my machine can cut right now, it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to make it into two parts and twine it together. I have to figure out like a little pattern for it, but it'll work in the end. What we also want to pick up are the snap buttons. A little test for you. So that goes on the leather, press them together. Then you have the stud fastener, and that goes in there. And then pops off, pops on, pops off. Now it's a helicopter. Science. We're going to be using this leather instead. I think it'll fit a little bit nicer with the lightness of the wood as opposed to this darker leather. I usually use darker leather, so I want to do it with the light leather and kind of see what it looks like. See how it fits. We're going to switch it up and do something different. So let's go back to the laser, finish up the handle, twine it together, and we'll see you when it's done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna start off by saying the handle is hideous. I hate it. It's just terrible. But that's why we test things and figure things out. What works, what doesn't work. And that is disgusting. Can't believe I even made that. We gotta go back to the other ones. And now I know why I like using this stuff a lot more. But everything else works. So you got 2 snaps on the side. You just pull that right out. Now it's not perfect. I changed a lot on this actually. I made it a lot thinner. The foam that I was using was 2 inches thick, so I had to shrink this down to 2 inches. I believe the other one was 2.5 or maybe 2 3/4, I forget. The face of each side is 1/8 inch. The other stuff I was using was 1/4 inch. Now it works, but it's not as sturdy as the 1/4 inch. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere, and when it's glued up and tacked together, it becomes pretty solid. But other than the handle, there's probably some potential with this. Now, as far as a full manufacturing thing with this, I would have changed quite a bit. Try to shave off as much cost as possible, shave weight, and redo that handle. So, whiskey sample carrying case. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this. See what you guys would have done differently. Use different materials. You know, your different techniques. Probably made a better handle. Because this thing sucks. It works, but it sucks. But leave a like, subscribe. We're going to be doing some more cool stuff. So, thanks for watching. Have a spiffy day. This is the bit. Well, we'll just piece that together.